Welcome back, everybody, to our episode of Unscheduled Programming. When you wake up in the morning, sometimes you have plans, and then sometimes you get other plans. I have a shovel in my hand. It is about 8:30 in the morning. It is still below 80 degrees. We're looking at about 78. I started at around 6 a.m., and at that time, it was around 60 degrees. So we're picking up 10 degrees an hour, give or take. We've moved this. Let's get a better look at the cairn I'm building. There is the filler material. Busted up cinder block makes fantastic filler material. What you do is you get out here with a little drilling hammer and you break that all up into tiny little pieces, and then you can fill in the rest of this stuff up there. And where did all this come from, you might ask? Well, let me show you. You see, try as I may and try as I might, sometimes I forget that it's all content. There's that pile that's been there for a couple weeks. There's that pile that's been under there for a couple weeks. Here's this completely untouched container, which got here, a day and a half ago. And then here is its buddy. And it started off just as full as that. So through a combination of brute force and stupidity, we've moved that much of this with our good friend over there, and I'm going to continue to do so. I know it sounds like a cop-out, but I came out here this morning with the intention of getting started early and doing some 6-gate. Walked out here to grab a rake to clean up the course, and here we are. So I'm gonna keep going until either the sun drives me indoors or I run the mower out of gas again. I've only got about a quarter of a tank, so let's see how much bigger we can get that pile before something gives out. We've traveled forward in time roughly 1 hour. We've got very little left. They did him dirty on this one. Generally, it's supposed to be like clean concrete. Instead, we have this. So today, together, we will find out a couple of things. First of which is, did I load this evenly? Tongue weight feels right. But, welcome to Bootleg Autopia. Hey. Hey, so far so good, you know? Like, they're heavy when you can bring like 6 pieces at a time. Let me tell you something, in the sun, it is hot. I've said many times, are you even doing the job if you haven't picked something up 7 or 8 times? Oh, as long as it doesn't fall on me. That's fine. Oh. No one should be this punchy before 10 a.m. Here we are. Oh, that's fun. You know what we do? Do it again! Then all you need to do is rinse and repeat for another couple hours. Though I will state, the goal is just to get the usable stuff out of container number 1 in the hopes that I can buy myself some more time to work on container number 2, because this is all loaded with wire and dirt and everything else. It's unclean. So hopefully that will get dumped into there, and then double hopefully on Monday. Hopefully Eddie will get that little fella. And due to this, in 15 minutes, what it took me all in probably 5 hours to do with this. But hey, this is like, this is free. This is a free gym membership. Who needs CrossFit when you've got containers full of concrete? What in tarnation? I'm not saying that we're in the darkest timeline, but it has to be in the top 5, because there's no, I can't imagine a reality other than the one that I'm stuck in right now, where it costs $15 to fill up my lawnmower. It was $30 to fill that. That's something else, everybody. That is something else. The rushing sound is the sound of money. But hey, if I didn't need to use it as a tractor, and I only needed to mow grass with it, they've got an Ego electric zero-turn mower down at the Lowe's now. It's $5,000. And it has $1,500 worth of batteries in it. For point of comparison, this fellow was like $1,800. So I guess the $30 in gas isn't so bad. Fast forward to the end. It's 11 a.m. It's about 95 degrees, and in maximum Southern California resident, I'm genuinely more comfortable now, because when it was 60 a few hours ago, the humidity was enough to make me wish I was doing something else. So we call it a wrap, having finished container 1. Only dregs remain. We've got a pretty sizable pile there. The police helicopter is going to catch up with me and make me unhearable. It flies over too much. So there's that. There's that. Yeah, that pile of cinder block actually looks really small compared to that. And there's another of that. It's worth at least plus a bit in the other container, because I think the container I emptied was the second one. So it had all the dirt and junk in the bottom of it. The what's the cost? Where does the end cost come in? So I would say only a couple of these gloves were actually new when I started. This is why I buy $2 gloves at the Lowe's. They've actually had the 3-packs a couple times now, so I'm only paying like $1.50. But that's about glove-wise what you'll go through to empty a container. It's a oh, look at this. It's a thing. But in the grand scheme of things, I think the cost-benefit analysis is pretty good, as all the material required to make stuff for these little guys. It doesn't cost me anything. Sure, I've bought bags of mortar mix and a couple bags of concrete here and there, but I haven't bought rocks. Okay, it's not true. When I first got started on this, I bought a couple bags of river rock. They are right there. These fellas right here. We're in those $5 bags of river rock from the Lowe's. Because, as I think one should be able to tell, I get concrete far more often than I get rocks. And that's fine. I'm learning to work with it a bit more other than just stacking planks of concrete on top of each other. So I've got at least another day of that. Oh, so dusty. And then we'll move on to, oh, I don't know, whatever we move on to after that. So what better outro than wheeling this guy around a little bit. He is freshly tuned with the, whatever that thing is. Arduino? I don't know. There were too many steps to setting it up for my aged brain. I struggled through. I sent flailing emails and then gradually figured it out. I can tell the difference. Like as with any speed control, you have to make the adjustments specific to that rig. And here's a fun game for you. Yella is currently outfitted with an RC4. So the question you have to ask yourself is, who did I steal it from? Who can't get driven until July because I took their radio? I won't tell. This is a good way to relax after moving a couple tons. There's probably only, you know what, like 7-8 tons in there. No big deal. It's all in a day's work. I desperately need a shower because goofing around in the backyard time is over for the day. The end of this upcoming week is the 2022 Anime Expo, which doesn't specifically mean anything to me, but it does. My younger kid is big into it because Anime Expo is a place where the cosplay type folks get together and wear all the outfits that they've assembled. And any sort of hard fabrication, I don't know if you know me at all, but it's kind of what I did. It's kind of what I do. So Anime Expo is 4 days, July 1st through the 4th. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 1st through the 4th. The kid wants to go all 4 days. I'm trying to work it out to where I can go 2. I mean, in the dream, I only go 1, but I figure 2. So there has to be a different outfit, whatever, each day. So I've got some stuff to fabricate this week, and we're growing a little close. I mean, I've known about this for a while. This is how I do. I put things off until the last moment. So I will be working on that pretty much immediately after this. Hit the Lowe's, pick up some supplies. I've made for the last time we attended, 2018, the pre-COVID times, 2019? It was either 18 or 19. I fabricated the kid a 7-foot tall scythe for one of the outfits. It's where I learned the meta to Anime Expo is bring a weapon. So every outfit has a weapon. So I killed some time here a few minutes ago. I hope I hit that edit. But time now draws near. It is now just shy of 100. But as you can hear by the bing bing of the chimes, a little breeze, so the 100 isn't so bad. I'm just delaying the inevitable, trying to put off actually going in there and working. And I mean, I shouldn't even set foot in the house. Like somebody should spray me down with a hose. But I thank you for watching. Come along with this. I'm trying to embrace the philosophy of it's all content, whether it's interesting or otherwise. And I hope, you know, that it's at least a diversion. Let my diversion be your diversion. So thanks for watching, everybody. Leave a comment below. Think some happy thoughts my way, as I've still got a lot more concrete to move. And I think today's supposed to be the hottest day. Probably be nearly as hot tomorrow. So I try to be done before 11. Subscribe for more nonsense. And have a good rest of whatever day you watch this, everybody. You know.